How are you today?
I am gravy.
Excellent, you're gravy. Welcome everybody to Life Stripes with Kathy and Duke. We are so grateful that you've taken the time out of your day to check us out. And what we're going to be talking about today is dating versus relationships. Now, I know a lot of you are sitting there going, ooh, this is a big one. It really is. Now, why do you think it's a big one?
You know what? A lot of this is an everyday thing.
Yes.
We all date. We've all been through dating. We've all been in relationships, and we've all had our ups. We all have had our downs. So
right. Exactly.
It's a huge, mega story.
This is literally life because yes. I mean, and when I say, so let me just qualify this. When I say relationships, obviously we're talking about love type relationships. You know, we're not talking about mother, daughter, father, son, or children or anything like that. We're talking about actual relationships, partnerships. Right. And so my big question is, after how many dates is it considered a relationship? So after how many dates is it considered a relationship to you?
See that's the money question right there.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people struggle with that because, you know, there's really no right or wrong answer. Mm-hmm. It really boils down to what are you comfortable with.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
What are you really comfortable with?
Yeah.
A lot of times people will say, well, you know what? I'm gonna date my person for a year. I'm gonna date for 6 months.
Right. And so and I think that's part of the issue with a lot of people dating is that there's a prescription. We sort of sometimes put it in our head that if I haven't gone on 2 or 3 dates, or I haven't gone on 10, 12 dates, then I can't form a relationship. Yeah. But really, it just depends on the situation, the individuals that are involved, and every situation, I think, is going to be different.
It is,
right?
It is. It's really going to be different with how it affects me versus how it affects you.
Right.
Because for myself, like when I go on a date or when I have dated, you know, I want to really get to know the person.
Right.
Right. And, for me, getting to know you may be 6 months.
Fair.
It could be a year.
Right, and because there's a lot of factors involved.
Exactly.
Right, involved. I mean, we all have jobs, right? And if you're at our age, let's be honest, we have children, and you know, we have other responsibilities and things going on and stuff.
We have other interests. Other
interests, exactly. Right. Groups of friends that we, still need to interact with, and so I guess based on the factors that we're dealing with in our lives, that has a huge impact on how long we date somebody.
Right.
Right, exactly. and then how long if we choose to get into a relationship with them. Based on all the issues that all the scenarios that we have going on in our lives.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many different factors. And I like for me, I like to be the tortoise in the race.
The tortoise in the race, okay.
Remember that story with the rabbit?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The tortoise just took his time.
Yeah.
He took his time, and that's me. But not everybody's comfortable with that.
Say what you mean.
Right? And
say what you mean.
And you alluded to age a second ago.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I find that people who are, in our age bracket, maybe they're rushing to get to a certain...
He's not saying what he means, because I know exactly what he means. Who are we talking about here? Male or female?
I really think it's females.
Here we go.
So fellas, I mean, be careful. They may want you to speed it up.
Listen to him about be careful.
Be careful.
Oh, come on.
They want you to be that rabbit, not the tortoise.
I can honestly say that just in speaking with my girlfriends and also being female, most women, if they like a guy and you've presented the qualities that we could see ourselves, moving forward in a relationship with, we would tend to get there a little quicker. Sometimes,
yeah.
Not all the time,
right.
At all. But a lot of the times, I think women, are a little bit more apt to wanting a relationship versus continuing to date.
I also find that women are sometimes more comfortable in their own skin and where they are in their life.
Yes.
Right? Where men, we're more like a rolling stone. We turn over this way. We turn over that way. And we don't know where we're at sometimes. We kind of just live for the moment.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you then. If everything is going well, right? You're connecting, you're having a great time, you're laughing, you're open, and you're genuinely into this person. Realistically, how many dates does it take for you guys and girls to get to that point of, okay, we can make this official, committed?
To be honest, I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know the answer to that. Because a lot of it has to do with your emotions
Yes.
of how you feel. How does this person make me feel?
Right.
And you hit the nail on the head. Like,
Yeah.
you know, things have been going great.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I don't want to dip into the bag a little bit, but sometimes men are scarred and women are scarred.
Women are scarred. Yeah, we're all scarred in our own ways.
Are you bringing the baggage into the right?
Ah,
But,
yes, the baggage.
Yeah, so you know, it really depends, and sometimes you have that fear,
Yes.
right? Like for men have a fear of commitment.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
say all men,
Okay.
but a lot of men have a fear of commitment. So even
Yeah.
though they've met their Mrs. Right,
Mm-hmm.
they've met their queen, or whatever you want to call that woman.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, this is going good, so good, but I don't know if I can take that next step. Or we've all had that friend that they've been in that relationship for so long. Why haven't they got married?
Right. Exactly. Yes.
So-
and it boils down to the baggage. I think you are absolutely correct about
Right.
the baggage issue, because unfortunately, I mean, more times than not, we are a little scarred and a little, you know, apprehensive about moving forward in relationships that are almost too good to be true,
Right.
because we don't believe it could be possible, even though we want it to be possible. And I think that when we think about that one thing that our ex did, and now this new person is starting to exhibit a similar type behavior,
Exactly.
you jump straight to, oh, hell no, I am
Right.
not tolerating this, I don't want anything to do with this, and you stagnate the relationship because you're just scared. You're scared
you know
of
what?
walking into it, which is still legit. I think it's still
You
legit,
know what, though?
to a degree.
So I always check Instagram. I'm always on Instagram. I'm looking at the stories.
Yes.
And I saw a post today, and
Yeah.
the post said, if I see one sign,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Right? It tells
Right.
you that you're automatically being compared
Compared.
to what affected that person
Yes.
in their past.
Yes.
So if they see an inkling
Yes,
of
of the resemblance of the past relationship, then
cut.
yes. Yes, the
Right.
resemblance, and that is a huge
Right.
topic. I know, especially for men. You know, women, we tend to have a pattern, right?
Yeah.
And so that pattern is the residual of all the relationships that we've been in, good or bad, and we still end up back into that same pattern over and over again with that same type of guy, and we know better. We know better.
You do, and which leads me to like an interesting question for you.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Interesting question.
Yes.
So, we're dating.
Yes.
We both are seeing each other, and we all know dating is just a non-committed
Yes.
kind of relationship.
Yes. Yes.
We're not committed. We're just dating. We're feeling each other out.
Right.
Is it considered cheating? Is it
Okay.
considered cheating
Okay.
if I start talking to somebody else
Uh-huh.
and
While we're dating.
While we're dating.
Ooh, boy. Okay, my instinct is no. That's my instinct.
Okay.
However, I think it is extremely important that you communicate the fact that you are not exclusive. That's the key. Communication, as we all know, communication is everything.
Right.
Whether we actually do it or not is irrelevant, but we all know how important it is.
Okay.
And so I think that as long as you're communicating, and I've been in a situation, I'm just going to throw it all out there.
Okay.
I'm throwing it out there. I was dating
Okay.
3 people at the same time, okay? And I say
sure.
that, and no, and I say that, you know, not that it's sexual or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, you know, I didn't know what I wanted, you know?
Right,
So,
right.
and it just so happened that these 3 people were so different
Mm-hmm.
that I would do different things with each of them.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
of course.
everybody
They're
kind of,
all unique.
they're all unique in their own way.
Right.
So, you know, but then there came to the point where I went to a party with one and then the other asked me to go to the same party, but that's not the point. And funny enough, they met that night. Y'all know who you are.
Wow. Wow.
And they were so cool. Like, it was amazing.
Really?
But why were they cool? Because I was transparent.
You know what?
I was communicating. They all knew. And slowly but surely they picked off. Okay, like, let's be real here. They did
Okay.
pick off. And, you know, the last man standing I dated for over 2 years. So it is what it is.
But a lot of people can't do that.
No,
And
no,
to be
no,
honest with you,
no.
To be very honest with you,
Yeah.
as a guy, most guys are not transparent.
No.
Right? So good on you.
Most guys aren't transparent in an actual relationship.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because most guys are
Sorry.
afraid of like, okay, one, well, I can't tell her I'm dating 2 people because
Yeah.
she's gonna leave.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to leave because I still want to kind of have a little bit of possession over her.
That's
Even
the
though
word.
even though we're just
Ooh.
dating, I really don't want you to leave.
Ooh.
Which kind of helps women feel that they're in a relationship.
Yes,
because
yes.
it kind of made her feel like, okay, well, you don't want me to leave.
That's right. Yes.
So, fellas, let's stop fooling our women. Let's be honest. Let's be transparent. Let's let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
And if you want to date other people, let them know so they have a choice.
It's all about the choice. Yeah, and that's the most respectful thing I think you can do. And if you are going to evolve into a relationship, you've already now established the fact that you can trust that the other person is going to be honest. Whether or not, it hurts your feelings or doesn't hurt your feelings, it's your choice to continue on in this situation, right? And I think that's huge. Having choices is everything.
Right.
I don't think that it's right for anybody to make a decision for you, or on your behalf because you're lying by omission, or
and let that person make that decision, because you never know. She may want to stay. Or he may want to stay.
That's right.
We don't know, right?
That's right.
So open up that window of communication.
Yes.
And be transparent and just tell your partner.
Yeah.
What's going on.
I absolutely agree. Now, what happens if, one of the people decides, I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to just date you anymore, and I don't want you to be seeing other people.
Yeah, so that's where, again, communication, that's where you now have the ball in your court.
Yeah.
You can now decide, hey, you know what? These are the things that you want and you need. I can now look back and say, you know what? Looking at myself in the mirror, I can't give you that, or I can give you that.
Right.
And be honest about it and say, hey, you know what? I can't give you that. So if that's what you want right now, and you feel that you're at the age, and the clock is ticking, and you need to be here in your relationship, and I'm comfortable playing around, just having a good time, living my day, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Then we can't be together.
No.
Maybe one day I'll get here, and if you're still available.
Yes. And that's what I call the stars are in alignment.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes the stars are just not even close to being in alignment.
Exactly.
And you have to respect this process too, because there are times when, you meet somebody and it's fine, it's great, and you might be dating, or it might just be a casual friendship. There might be a bit of an attraction there, or whatever the case may be, but, unfortunately, life happens, and you don't it doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
And then fast forward, 10, 20 years down the road, you bump into the same person, and everything changes.
It changes
because the stars are now in alignment. And I really do think you have to respect that process, because that's just life sometimes. And when you force a relationship, when you go from dating into a relationship because it's forced, pressure, whatever the case may be, that thing in your gut that says, I should be in this relationship, I should be exclusive, we should be looking to get married, that is the beginning of the end, as far as I am concerned. Because now you're just forcing something to happen because of other stuff going on in your head, as opposed to it being a genuine thing that's organic.
And as you talk about forcing things to happen, I do find, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm going to give you the male perspective because I'm a male, but I do find that when we are dating, I find that women tend to take the dating more into a transition to it's now a relationship.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, ladies, this usually happens after, having our intimacy, our moments.
Our moment.
Our moment in love. That song from the...
Yeah, Moments in Love. Yes. Yeah, was that like the 8-minute song or something like that? Yeah. High school. Oh my. What? Okay. Yes. The Drakkar Noir. Does everybody remember?
I don't even remember his name.
No, his name. Drakkar Noir is a cologne. What are you talking about?
I don't even remember the person. All I know is I just remember that song.
Yeah.
It really had no lyrics.
Right. It didn't have lyrics. Yeah.
And I was told, if you listen to this song, you're going to have children.
Oh my goodness. We were in high school. That's so horrible. Yes.
So, but I'm just saying, after you're intimate, usually, and to be perfectly honest, most people are intimate during...
Well, they're dating.
During the dating
stage,
right?
yes. Well, because you may have to, some of the times, sometimes you do have to make sure that everything is working right and makes sense together. If I can be,
You don't just jump into the car and take it out the lot.
But there are people, right? There are people who wait, and bless your heart, right? Because it's I don't know, spiritual, whatever you'd like to call it.
But let me tell you, and I'm going to be perfectly clear so everybody understands. Men with relationships.
Yes.
And we're intimate. We do not think on that granular level that we are now in a relationship.
Ladies, are you listening? Are you listening? Okay. This is true.
It is a physical
yes.
emotion for us. it feels good for that moment. Once we are done, we are done. And we continue to carry on with the dating of getting to know you.
And 5 other people?
Perhaps.
Stop it.
Perhaps. But I'm just saying, like, it's not as a big deal as it is for women. For women, once they are in that.
Well, okay, so let me just.
It has now opened up that Pandora's box to say, hey, yep, this is my man.
Okay, so based on everything we've just been talking about, I'm gonna say the reason why women jump to the relationship phase in their brain so quickly after intimacy is because I would hope, and the people that I know are not sleeping with all the men that they're dating.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's my point. So then the fact that you guys can, be intimate and continue on with your day, we don't function like that.
Right.
If we're going to give you a piece of ourselves, then we expect you to respect us, first of all, and want to give us your time and your energy
100%.
and work towards building something.
And I
so
agree.
hence why the relationship part of our brain kicks in, because we're like, okay, well, this is working. I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to make him some breakfast, and he's not going to want me to leave, and it's going to be great. Meanwhile, you're thinking,
what's happening? Who's playing tonight?
oh my God. Well, at least you didn't say, who am I going to call when she leaves?
What Pokemon?
That's good. Wow, really?
Yeah, man. Like,
Oh,
it's
man.
not that serious for us.
Okay.
I mean, don't
Wow.
get me wrong. Like, we enjoy a good session, but
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't bring us to. It doesn't fast forward or fast track us
Okay.
into a relationship.
Yeah.
And where I find with women, and you said it beautifully. Yes, we would like for our men to continue to want to build something with us.
Yeah.
However, even though they're thinking that's not what they're projecting.
Right.
They're
That's true.
projecting.
You mean the woman?
Yes.
Okay,
the
okay.
woman.
Mhm.
They're projecting is, you're my man now.
Right.
Right? And then the conversation it changes.
Yes.
The dynamic of your now relationship.
Right.
Now, if I didn't call you today,
Right. Okay.
it wasn't a problem when we were just dating and there was no intimacy.
Right.
Now that there's been intimacy, it's how come you didn't call me?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard from you. I need to be a part of your day to day.
Right.
And stuff like that.
And I absolutely agree. And listen, I love men in the sense of relationship, of course, but also stop it. And I don't listen. To be honest with you, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like I happen to be love men, and so from a relationship standpoint, but also from a friendship standpoint. And I have a lot of male friends. I'm going to say, at least 70% of my friends are male.
Okay.
To be very honest with you.
Okay.
And so I think that there's a lot of women out there, and I can safely say that I don't believe I am one of them. I mean, it is what it is, who get very, very sensitive very quickly. So, just to lend to everything that you're saying, I do actually agree with you. And so when I get those calls from girlfriends, because I can date 3 guys at the same time, not have sex with any of them just because I'm not interested in going there, to be very honest with you.
Right.
And I just genuinely want to get to know who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's okay.
Right.
And so I don't go into full-on relationship mode just because I think I'm the prize, right? And so, oh no, honey, it doesn't work like that. Like, you got to work a little harder for me. You know what I mean? And I think that all women need to think in those terms. And, listen, I know people who straight to sex and then wonder why he's never taken her out for dinner. I know people who wonder why they've never, been asked to a movie.
Yeah.
They've been asked to, oh, I'm coming over, honey, and, make sure that you, put something nice on for me. And, women wonder, well, am I not good enough for the light of day? Like, what's the problem? But you've set it up that way.
I think the term is hit it and then quit it.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
I'm
yes,
just
it's
saying.
hit it and quit it, ladies.
That's
We don't do that. We need to not do
the
that.
reality of things, though, because again, people don't take enough time to really do their homework, like understand who this person is, and get a better grasp of, okay, how does this person really fit into my life? You're gonna meet people all the time while dating, or while you're in your relationship, and there's gonna be pros and cons of each person, myself and yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? So at the end of the day, is it, can I live with your cons?
Yes, that's true.
Are they so detrimental that it's just going to drive me
It's
crazy.
not gonna
I can't do
work,
it. It's not gonna
right.
right? So,
Yeah.
but sometimes, and men do this too, our heads get clouded.
Yeah.
Because the sex was great. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, I know she's not right for me.
Yes.
But man, I can't give that up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's not fair
Yeah,
because
that's not fair.
that's when women in relationships in relationship mode go, but I don't understand.
Exactly.
You know, and then you get the how come you haven't called me? How come you haven't done it? Because you
Yeah.
guys are just not there. But
not there.
the female is.
Yes.
Right? So you guys really have to be careful with how you
Yeah.
play with people's emotions.
We do.
But you also have to recognize when it's happening, you know, and have that conversation instead of avoiding. You know, if you start to see the signs that, oh shoot, she's going from she's in relationship mode. I'm not there yet. You
Right.
really just need to tell her.
Yeah.
Okay, don't leave it up for her to guess, figure it out. You ignore her, she'll sort it out, or cuss you and then leave you. No, don't do all of that. We're too old for this. You know, I think it's really important that you just say the words. Say, listen, I'm not there with you yet.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know if I ever will be. I mean, hopefully, if we you know continue along in this journey, then
Yeah.
it's fine. But if not, it's okay too.
I think the key word of the day today is transparency.
Transparency. Yeah.
You know, be honest with
Yeah.
each other. Just have that conversation, and don't
Yeah.
be afraid to have that conversation.
Yeah, I think that word is going to be a common theme throughout all of our Life Straight podcasts.
Oh, for sure.
Only because, you know, I think a lot of people go through a lot of hardships in all types of situations because they're just not, number one, honest with themselves, and then also honest with the people around them. You know, so transparency is massive
Honestly,
when it comes to navigating through life.
It's the biggest thing. I mean, to make your relationship work, it's the biggest
Yeah.
thing to be transparent and honestly, just to open up that dialogue.
Yeah.
Have that conversation, open up that dialogue, and talk to each other.
That's right.
Right. So
That's
whether
right.
you're just dating, sit down, have dinner.
Yes.
Do something socially fun that doesn't automatically lead to the bedroom, and then things start get clouded.
Yeah.
Right? Have that conversation. Get to know each other.
Yeah.
Do different things. Find out what your interests are between both of you.
That's right. Yes.
Right?
And then allow the other person to continue living their life. I mean,
Oh, for
you know,
sure.
you're just dating. It doesn't mean that every minute you have to, you know, check in and like you really can't now breathe because
Right.
you're dating this person.
Or it's the weekend time, so we're doing stuff.
Yeah, don't assume that.
Yeah, you can't.
No, and I
Because
absolutely
you
agree.
met the person with their life.
That's right.
And
Yes.
until you guys connect, and now your lives are joined.
Joined, yes.
Even when your lives are joint, ladies and gentlemen,
You still have your own lives. Yes. What? Yes.
And a lot of times people don't understand that.
That's right.
You know, that's
Yeah.
made up for another conversation.
And listen, let me tell you, it's men too, okay? It's not just
Yeah.
females. It is men too. Man.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not ragging on
Yeah,
women.
it's men
A lot of
too.
the times why women are scarred
Yes.
is because of men.
Agreed.
Because we're not as transparent as women.
And we also allow ourselves to
Exactly.
see what's not there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just not there. And we create it in our mind because of, once again, all the reasons that you said. Biological clock is ticking. We think we should be at a different place in our life.
Exactly.
You know, we like this guy. We've been intimate with this guy. Whatever those things are that are going on in your head, we convince ourselves
Wait,
that...
is that a con? He'll change. Right?
Yeah, we do that too often. Yes.
Yeah.
But I think just recognizing where you're at
Absolutely.
in the situation, whether it's dating,
Yeah.
whether it's evolving into a relationship, whether you're at that stage of defining it as a relationship. And then I guess, I think you touched on cheating, right? What would then be considered cheating if you're dating?
I mean, if you've had the conversation and,
Yeah.
I've said to you, you know what, we're dating, but it's exclusive.
Right.
I'm only dating you. I'm only intimate with you right now, and I've opened up that dialogue, and
Yeah.
you've opened up that dialogue with me, and then I go and do something.
Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that.
That's
Good.
cheating.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to
Right?
clarify.
So-
Yes.
So if you guys are just dating, there's been no communication, and it kind of feels like, yeah, we're dating, but we're just kind of like, it's kind of like a vague.
Right, and you probably
dating.
haven't been intimate at that
Right.
point. Okay.
Right? So it's like, okay, we've gone to the movies or we've gone out for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
we've talked on the phone a bit, but nothing's been really serious.
Right.
Then it kind of, you're opening up that interpretation that, okay, well, I can kind of go meet other people and talk to
Right.
other people too, right? However, I still think that we should have that conversation
Yeah.
and be transparent to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're dating. I just want to let you know I'm dating other people too.
Fair. And transparency.
Yes.
That is ultimately the bottom line. So I think in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, dating versus relationship. Dating, it's a challenging thing to navigate through, but as long as you're open, as long as you're honest and transparent, then and everybody's on the same page, because let's face it, this is the beginning of what could possibly be.
Exactly.
And if you don't get that right,
Yeah.
forget it.
Forget it.
Right? Forget about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Life Stripes with Kathy and Duke. Thank you for joining us.
We are signing off. And please, if you like what you see today, please subscribe.
Absolutely.